Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason. We acknowledge that Gans Castle with Heroes Flex. So my now thinking is that because Shadow Temple was Way of the Hero, because I had the letter, that there is a small Shadow Key in Ganon's, and because it can't, I don't think with Forest and Shadow it differentiates, so I think that's what it is. That's my guess. Or it's completely screwed, and I don't know what to do about that. I only need 2 items, so I'm just gonna go on continuing to believe that they exist. You also literally just missed the ice cavern, and I'm upset that you didn't have to go through that as well. Alright, Giant's wallet. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, referring to Brits. Yeah. But like, I would have never guessed. That's what it was. It's very eye-opening experience for me when I googled that. I'm like, what? Well. What a weird insult. Okay, so done that. Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, what's awful is I have one more Shadow Key. I also have one more GTG key. I hadn't even been in Spirit yet. Or Fire. So, who knows? I also don't have the bonus, so I can't do archery. So that's a whole thing. Peace. Do. Yeah, what's up, buddy? You're free. There we go. Bring in my whiskey. Shoot. Nothing, nada. Are all 5 keys? Yes. Shadow and Forest are the only 2 that logically you need all 5 keys to beat. I did read something recently about how, like, there is a way to cheese Forest, but Shadow, I don't think there is a way. Like, I think you literally need to. Parents link back to when they would squeeze citrus into their beverages to avoid scurvy in the Navy. Interesting. I have heard about that. That the whole thing of citrus is to avoid scurvy. What a burn. They're like, oh, you put lime in your drink? It's like, first of all, like, tastes good. Secondly, like, it helps avoid this disease. And they're like, you little limey. Like, you... I love knowing where, like, what's the name of them? Like, analogies, or, like, those little, like, terms that people say. And, like, where they actually came from. It's always some, like, stupid thing that, like, people started saying. And then it just kind of sticks. But I appreciate you doing the research for me. Because I got my hands full. Thanks, because the Brits did it first. To come ask her. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I can get on board with that. I used to know a bunch of them, and I've forgotten a bunch of them. But just like where all those old sayings came from. Big item. Nothing. Maybe it's a water temple key. Don't need small keys to beat water, but it's possible there's not anything. I mean, it's certainly possible it could be water as well. But like, I can't imagine what else at this point it could be, right? Like, again, I only need a forest key. and the large water key. And I don't want to check. Like, I'm kind of tempted to check and just make sure neither one of those is in Ganon's. I would think if I go to this temple here and I don't find anything, whatever temple it is, water or fire, then I might look, because that gets me down to like 4 or 5 checks, and it just might be broken. But I don't want to look before then. Let's go here first. Alright, get your boats in now. This is why I need the boating thing. Gotta set up the boating thing. I'm gonna look into a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Let's figure out how to boat, and figure out how to let you make commands. Probably gonna make Nola moderator too, as soon as I figure out how to do that. And then add all that stuff in. It's gonna be super fancy. But get your vote in of what temple is in the Spirit Temple. I'm gonna guess, because the game hates me, fire. That'll be my guess. It should be water. It should be. I can't imagine it being anything else. Because if it's fire, that means water is in shadow, and I need to find a song. Also, I didn't get a clue about Haunted Colossus. Maybe there's something in here today. Maybe today's the day. Sticking with fire? Yeah, you would. You hate my misery. You love it. You love to see me in pain. Playing this stupid seed. I'm even gonna keep this seed and just send it to people. And be like, oh, this is a good run. You should try this one. Oh. Water? Whoa! I was not expecting that. This is the worst place in the world, this Colossus. Okay, water is beatable. I literally need one small forest key. Maybe this is it. Oh, what a room that would be. What? Oh, so close. That would have blown my goddamn mind. Because every game I get that the Haunted Colossus is barren, and it's like, of course it is. It has 2 checks. Like, it's always barren. I don't need that clue. Okay. Alright. Feeling good. I can fully beat water. So I just need one. I just need one small forest key, which is probably in Ganon's castle. Locked forever. But I feel like it's gonna be fire, and I feel like there's gonna be a song, and the song will get me to and then in water I'll find my forest. What's up, buddy? Cool. I'm gonna decide what to play after as well. Kinda wanna finish my Link to the Past Randomizer tonight. It's been pretty fun. I started a new RPG called Shadow Hearts, which is weird, but it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. It's just kind of like very unique, but done well enough that it's not like too much. You know, I kind of want to continue on my Dragon Age grinding, which I might do if I feel like I'm too drunky to play the other game. Choices. Alright, so you know, there's what, 4 checks outside here? 5 checks, or well, how many scrubs are in the pool over here? 2? Force. God damn, so close. Also, I know where the spirit boss key is. I saw it. It's in a shop somewhere. I think it's in Goron. Somewhere. I'm not concerned about it. Okay, you guys need to chill. Oh. Stop! Like, it's such a good shortcut to see this, but God, is it awful. These guys are relentless. Like, they are not happy. There he is! Oh, I don't know if you're watching, Gore, but here it comes. Oop. Some Gregory. Feels good. Okay, now I changed my vote. Yeah, I changed my vote. It's definitely gonna be definitely gonna be Water Temple now. I've been blessed on my run. I've been given forgiveness. And that's a loopy. Yes. I mean, I was saying before, I don't know if you were in the chat at the time, but like your last run, you got Greg. I'm pretty sure your first one, and you had a very good run up until Light Arrows. Other than Light Arrows, it was a very solid run. That was awful, what you had to experience for those Light Arrows, but other than that, Greg blessed you. It's good. It's a good drink. Oh, it is water. It is water. I got blessed by Greg. This was literally fire until 5 seconds ago when Greg changed it. So I'm gonna have to beat it because I do need that forest key. But yeah, I feel better about it. Feeling all right. To anyone who's watching as well who hasn't heard, next Saturday I will be doing a retro NES stream where I will be playing a bunch of old NES games and have drinking challenges to them. Basically, they will be like beat a level in a certain time, beat a boss without dying, things like that. And some of them I've also put bonuses to help me avoid a drink, where it's like I take a drink. If I can't beat the level, beating the level is fine. If I beat it with no deaths, I avoid a drink. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You can go to my Instagram linked in my About Me section. I put a post up recently and suggest any games or challenges you have. Currently, I have 2 mini games, so probably not going to get to all of them. But one of them, I picked one that me and my brother used to play when we were younger. I was like, oh, this will be a fun one. I beat the game in, well, it has like little mini games. I beat it in 3 minutes. And I was like, that's a bit fast. But yeah, it's gonna be a really fun time, I think. Some of the games I've not played in, 20 years, probably, maybe more. There's one game on there that I remember playing, and I remember renting it at my grandparents' place one time when we were 10. And I remember really liking it, but it's actually a super rare and expensive game, so I haven't played it since. Because this is back, we rented it, so it was not expensive at the time, but it's been expensive for the last 10 years. I think that's The Little Mermaid. Okay, yep, I can put that on. It is one not currently on the list, but I will add it. Again, I feel like a bunch of them, my plan is to probably stream for 4 or 5 hours. And if it gets to the point, I'm going to just stop. If I have to stop drinking, then I stop. Is how it's going to go. And if I get to a point where I'm running out of time, then I'm going to start picking the games I want to play. And that's how it's going to go. And I might start doing votes. Where if I'm running out of time, I'll spin it and pick 2 or 3 games, and then do a vote of which one people would want to see. Because again, there's probably about 5 or 6 games that I don't think are well known that I really like, that I want people to see. But other than that, I basically put every game I played as a kid. I tried to stick away from games that I only played when I was older. But there's some of them in there. Some of them, if they're really good and I just never happened to play them as a kid, I still play them. What do you got? What do you got, Boss Chess? 4-ski? Probably a 4-ski. Nope. 2-skis. Let's see, scrubbing the saves on keys. I can 100% beat Ganon's with 100% beat water with 4. So I'm all good. Because in vanilla there's 6, but they get rid of 1 in the randomizer, but you can still get 6. So you have an extra key as is. But because I have the long shot, I can skip this door over here. So technically Spirit, you only need 3 to beat. Water you can beat with none, but you can 100% beat it with 4. And Spirit you can 100% beat with 4 as well, but literally one of them's a key locks 1 check. So if there's nothing on the Colossus hand, then good. What else? Shadow you need all 5, Forest you need all 5. And Fire you can beat with 6, I want to say. Hold on. No, 7 of 9. Just like Star Trek, right? What's her name? Yep. I can check everything. So you need 2 keys to go down where I just went to check the boss key, and you need 2 keys to go across the waterfalls with the to Darklink. Nothing. There's nothing in Ganon's unless it's I think it's a shadow key, and the game is confused and thinks shadow key is way the hero. And I'm gonna guess that it happens all the time. Like the game gets confused, but I just happen to get a hint, and it doesn't always give you that hint. Yeah, let me tell you, I was mind blown when I found the light arrows. I didn't know what was going on. Oh boy. I wish I had my forest key. Again, the only thing it could be, maybe, is that the seed is broken and the forest key's there. That's the only thing. I'm also going to be shocked if I don't go to Spirit, because, like, I've had the Mirror Shield again. Like, I get the Mirror Shield so early when I don't have to do Spirit. Like, if I have to do Spirit, it'll be like the last thing I find. What? This. Now, if I don't find the forest key here, then again, so here's where it gets tricky, is if I don't find it here, I might look at the guide to check games. Because after this, I only have small checks left. Like, I can go back into Shadow for like 3 items. I can go to GGG for 1 item. I can do Skull Mask for 1 item. I can check bugs for 1 item. And I don't think I want to do all that stuff if the seat's broken. I checked the skull, and it was good, but that's outside Ganon's castle. And I know this because I often get a hint that outside Ganon's castle is banned. So they are separate. So something weird's going on. I think it's Shadow, and it's just confused. And it's just put all Shadow keys as a way to heal. Ooh, random warp song. Okay, so that could be important. Because I have random warp songs on, that might warp me to, say, Shadow Temple, which is where Fire Temple is, or Spirit. Wait, which one have I not been in? Oh, I haven't been in Forest either. It could warp me to Forest. So Prelude of Light could warp me to one of the temples. Alright, so here's a little handy key saving technique for, you know, if you have the long shot, you can go over here, and you can hit this. Line up. Oop. There we go. I just saved the key. Now, in theory, you can also save and quit, because the water will stay down, you'll start up at the start, and you can just jump to this level. So, I mean, in theory, you can always beat this temple with 4 keys at 5. Where are you at? Where are you, filthy animal? Oh, okay, yeah. You're good. You don't need me. Yep. You can just say, shut it, Aaron. I'm a better Ocarina, and I'll have to agree. You put me to shame lately. I gotta get practicing. If we do have a race, I'm gonna lose. The only thing I have going for me is knowing the skull's better. That's about it. I know where all 100 skill totals are. Oh, did you? Brutal. I find like my first run too was like very I had to do things that I would not have thought of. I think it was like my 3rd run as well, where I had the bomb shoot thing, where everything was locked down bomb shoot, which is brutal. Let's fight these idiots. At least for once I have the 2 guns. This room is, with the tunic, it's fine. Like, it's not fun. Neither one of these enemies is fun. They're just kind of stupid. But at least I can take it for time. you still doing runs, Cord? Have you tried, pretty sure you said you did one. Hopefully you're keeping it up. This find is super fun. Like, I like these ones. Like, the Link to the Past one is good as well. But the temples are a little more askew. It's kind of weird, the logic in them. Because some keys are not in chests, which makes it a little confusing. But the bosses, I like the bosses in Link to the Past way better. They're more of a challenge. And I watched somebody do a randomizer of Resident Evil last week. That was crazy. That blew my mind. I don't know. I have enough trouble with Resident Evil, like doing item management, add in getting random items. Like, oof, boy, it was something. Yeah, you know, it's good to keep on. I mean, you know, again, even if I wasn't streaming, I feel like I would be addicted and play these offline. They're fun, challenge way of like a really good game. And like I should play a bunch of the other games I own, but my god, is this fun. But I do think I soon have to. Oh yeah, of course. It was crazy. Like like you get items at weird spots, so you have to know the house to know where you can go. And then like you also get random ammo and weapons. Like you never got the grenade launcher. And I was just like, what are you even doing, man? Like, this is crazy. Because like I beat Resident Evil maybe 4 or 5 times, and like I am really bad. Like a lot of people who do this stuff, like they have such good memories. They remember everything. They know where it goes. They know where every room is. I have a terrible memory. I forget things so easily. So this is about the only game I feel comfortable enough to do without, like, you know, I have the thing where I check off what I did just to help. But I for the most part know. It's just if I ever get like a last check situation. Yeah, it was crazy. Apparently there's like a Kingdom Hearts one as well, but I don't remember the game enough to like understand what you could really randomize in that. One thing I like too about the Link to the Past one, which I'm going to do maybe next time I run it, is you can't randomize the dungeons because there's certain things outside of them that match up and it just wouldn't work, I think. So I don't think you can randomize the dungeon entrances, but you can randomize the bosses, which is super cool, because then you won't know if you can beat the boss till you get to the boss. But also, Ganon's castle has 3 bosses, and basically you fight the 3 first ones again. But in the randomizer, you could put it where all of them are randomized, so like puts those back in anywhere. You can also have it where it randomizes just the 3 in the temple, the final temple. So, you know, you'll have your regular bosses and then just 3 random ones at the end. But you can also do it where it's like completely random and you could fight like the same boss like 2 or 3 times, which, you know, in theory could help you out because you need specific items to beat the bosses. So I'm pretty excited to play with that. I also do Keysanity, of course, which I shouldn't do, but I do. Because I love it. Oh wait, this is the right way, isn't it? I'm out of places to go. I should look into a original NES Zelda Randomizer as well. I know that one pretty well. The original, not the Master Quest. Master Quest is insane. But I could do one where they like switch to where items are and like what temples are which, I think. And like a Keysanity on that. That'd be kind of cool. But if they started moving the temples around and like added like the secret fake walls and stuff, I'd get lost pretty quick on that. Ooh, missed it. Alright. Alright, big item. And by big item, I mean, please, for the love of God, be the force key. Oh! Every time. Every time. Okay. I think I'm almost done. I think I literally just have to do the Dark Link run. Let me check my map. So that's the end of the run, right? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just Dark Link. What's up, brother? Okay. Yeah, so you can see, like, I still have still 2 keys. Nope, never been Spirit or Fire. So one of them's in where Shadow is, and one of them's where Forest is. But I don't have a song to get to Forest, and I don't have this song to get to Shadow. So, but again, I just got Prelude of Light, and that could, in theory, take me a while. So I have no idea where it's going. So, as soon as we're done this, we will play Prelude of Light, unless we have the Force Key. What's a little unfortunate about this run as well is that I didn't get like Perilous Winds, no Vigorons yet, both of which would have been so nice to have. Really appreciate those. Also, I watched Friday last night, and so now I have like a bunch of... That movie is like super horrible, and so I have a bunch of them stuck in my head. And I forgot that's where Bye Felicia comes from. It's like one of those things I've heard people say recently, and like I was like, oh, it's from some movie. Like I almost thought it was like a Mean Girls type thing, and then it's not. It's that movie, and it's a great movie. And then they go very quickly downhill after that. The second one is mediocre, the third one, but that first one, ooh boy. I think if I'm lucky, I can still do this in 8 hours. You get it. You get it. Stop blocking me. Dare you? One easy way that you can get some hits on him, I don't know how much damage it does, but you can pull Din's Fire. And we'll get him in. Yeah, what's the point? I guess they put this in because it was in like the Adventure of Link game, but it's such a boring boss fight. Like, it's just like, oh, you block everything. Yeah, bigger on sword, it's super easy. Like, he jumps your crouch, if you block onto him, he kicks your ass. Takes so many hits. Come on, how are you not dead? One more, got me one. There we go. Oh, so that's nothing. Yeah, little big Goron sword, that fight is awful. I don't know if Crouch Stab works, because I don't know how to use it well. Maybe it helps, but... wasn't helping me much, I'll tell you that. Okay, so... I think I have, what, 2 items down here? I have the Skulltula and 1 chest. Either those is the Force Key, then I really hope the Prelude of Light takes me somewhere. Or else it's all a little chest. And again, I may check, I think I'm going to check the log for candy. Particular time. That would make sense, I could see that. Again, like maybe something that at some point I'll try to learn, but right now I'm not trying to win any races. So it's just like, putting time into it is just not gonna happen. Force key. Yeah, I mean that's everything. That's it. Come on, beat it. I hate when it gets to this point, especially like, so I often, when I get down to like this last item, I just want to look, because like I hate doing all the little checks and just adding like an hour. But, you know, I can resist. But the fact that like, it might be broken, is just making it want it so much more. But I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna assume that the Force Key exists until I get to a point where it can't. Deep fire. What are you gonna do with that? Okay. I'm gonna try and do your technique. Pull it out. Put it over here. Ah. Well, your technique is still awesome. I just blew it hard. But I think learning the corner and crouch stabbing it to death is definitely the way with this game. Where is he? What's going on? Ain't you morph that? Okay, there we go. Going through the spikes, you cheater. Oh boy, 3 slashes? Nothing. Kind of like dive jump at him. I wonder if that would hurt him in the water. I feel like the slap. Oh, no, I'm not in a good spot. 2 of them. Yeah. I kind of got pinned there. So ooh, not the best fight. I'm going to take a quick, as soon as I see what this item is, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break because we're going to order food. We'll give my input. So just see what it gives me. Oh, I can go do shoot the sun now. Maybe you were right all along that shoot the sun, I don't have to go to Ganon's point. But we'll get this. Oh, I could be burning cack as well. So that's something. But we'll get out of here, and I will be playing the Prelude of Light first. See where it goes. Maybe I get lucky with that. Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.